Some claps here and there, as now Jones goes out to the mound. Home plate umpire in David Speranza also goes out to the bump. And Tony Arquina is the first base umpire, and at third base is Jason Klump today. One gone at the top of the first. Boomers ahead 3-0. Dawson is off second base. Here is the righty bat and Blake Grant Parks. Vasquez stares in. The pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Grant Parks in his 30th game, he's batting .306, a homer and 17 RBIs. Vasquez delivers. Slider misses one away, a nice stop by Jones. 1-1. Vasquez has his glove tucked into his jersey. His right arm dangles down. He looks over at second. The pitch. That one is fouled off the right foot of Grant Parks. 1-2 the count. For the Boomers is their first ever visit to Joe Bruno. These two teams only play one series this season. The last two series in each of the last 2 years came at Wintrust Field in southern Illinois. That is where the Boomers play, of course. Vasquez deals. Breaking ball is sliced the other way, and it's a fair ball down the right field line. This will be extra bases for Grant Parks. Coming around to score is Chase Dawson, and now the Boomers have a 4-0 lead. Well, the ValleyCats overall have been doing very well as of late, but it's mostly because of their offense and their bullpen. Their starting pitching has not been as good as advertised. We saw some really dominant showings from Vasquez and Marshall in the month of May. They both have struggled in the month of June. The only starter really holding his own is Elijah Gill. Pitch, that one is hit hard over towards second, taken by Culver in the outfield. He'll lob it onto first in time for out number 2. Heading over to second is Grant Parks, as Quentin Selma was the one who grounded out. And of course, that's not to say that we have not seen good starts. Marshall went 5 2/3, 2 starts ago at home. DMPB had a terrific start on Sunday, 7 scoreless frames. But overall, in the month of June, the starting pitching has teetered off a little bit. Here's the lefty bat in Alec Craig. The pitch. Fastball is outside, 1-0. Looking at the defensive lineman for the Cats, Robbie Merced in left, Jackson Hallmark in center. In right is Jacob Goldfarb. At third is Ian Walters. The pitch. Sinker is low and away, 2-0. At short is Pavin Parks. At second is Theo Culver. At first, Zach Bierman. The battery mate of Rafi Vasquez on the mound is Cale Jones behind the plate. The pitch. Breaking ball went for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Craig in his 40th game, he's batting .242, a homer and 16 RBIs. The pitch. Tap foul, first base side, 2-2. Dimensions at the Joe, 325 feet down the lines, 400 feet dead center. Time called by Craig. Vasquez still pitching from the stretch. The pitch. Half swing. No appeal. It's a full count. Second full count for Rafi. The pitch. Shot the other way. Foul. It's a full count. Pretty good battle for Craig. This is the longest at bat of the game. This will be the 7th pitch. Vasquez deals. Another one tap foul, this time first base side. Flag out in left center field is blowing out towards right field. Yesterday it was blowing out towards the left. Vasquez asked for a new baseball. As Goldfarb looked like he was giving the foul ball to a fan, a couple of them on the hill just past the picnic pavilion. Nice day at the ballpark, just a little bit of breeze. The pitch. That one is high and outside for ball 4. Craig wins the 9-pitch battle. First walk a day issued by Vasquez, and here comes Will Prater. Runners on first and third, 2 outs in the top of the first. Boomers are leading 4-0. Prater, another lefty bat. Middle infield trying to get the force at second. Walters stands even the bag at third. The pitch. That one is a sinker low and in, 1-0. Prater in his 26th game, he's batting .247, a homer and 17 RBIs. Good lead at first for Craig. The pitch. Tapped over towards Culver, gonna be a tough play in the outfield grass. ValleyCats turns around and makes a great play, firing him out at first base. Well, a nice way to end the top of the first. However, the Boomers score 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Schaumburg leads Tri-City 4-0, and you are listening to ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder through a half inning of play. Tri-City is down 4-0 against the Schaumburg Boomers. We head to the bottom of the first. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Cito Culver, the leadoff man for the Cats. Bats from the right side against the lefty in Kobe Schlottman. The pitch. Fastball right down Broadway for strike 1. Culver in his 41st game. He's batting .285, 6 homers and 26 RBIs. Schlottman winds and deals. Breaking ball is inside, 1-1. Southpaw making his 9th start of the season. He has a 5-3 record, 45 innings of work. He has a 3.20 ERA. The pitch. Fastball catches the inside corner, 1-2. Culver working on a 5-game hit streak. The 1-2 offering. Scorch the other way. Foul. We'll do it again. For the Boomers in the top of the first, they sent the first 4 men to the plate. Had 2 home runs, a solo blast from Gage Howard, and a 2-run tater from Brett Milazzo. The pitch. Bouncing ball foul, third base side. Do it again at 1-2. Additionally, Blake Grant Parks had an RBI double. That is how the Boomers have all their 4 runs. The 1-2. Fisted back to the net, foul. 3rd consecutive foul ball for Cito. Additionally, Schaumburg batted around and made Vasquez throw 34 pitches. Next pitch, fastball. Misses just low and away. 2-2. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The pitch, way outside, it's a full count. Culver has walked 32 times this season. It's one of the reasons why he is slotted in the leadoff spot. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called. Culver immediately says that was upstairs. That was called a ball earlier. All David Speranza does is just nod his head, saying it was a strike. And according to Ackertech, it was able to catch the top outer part of the zone. So Culver is down on the 9-pitch at bat. 1 gone and ball in the first. Tri-City trails 4-0. Here is the lefty bat in Jacob Goldfarb. The pitch. Fastball is low, 1-0. Goldfarb had his 5th home run in his last 7 games. Had a 2-run tater yesterday. The pitch. Fastball is away, 2-0. Goldfarb batting .239 in 34 games played. The pitch. Changeup is away, 3-0 the count. Back-to-back 3-ball counts. Goldfarb has 5 homers and 22 RBIs this season. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs, a 4-pitch walk. Goldfarb lost for the 22nd time this season. And here is Jackson Hallmark. Hallmark had a terrific day yesterday. Went 3 for 5, had a pair of stolen bases. Still went away in the bottom of the first. Schaumburg ahead, 4-0. Goldfarb was a perfect 11 for 11 on the base paths this season. The pitch. Fastball ripped the other way, foul. 0-1. Hallmark in his 38th game is batting .280, 5 homers and 15 RBIs. Waves his silver bat around. And pickoff throw to first. It's away from the first baseman, and Selma. Goldfarb will get to second base. And now he'll dart for third. Selma picks up the ball, and he will not throw it in. So for the 2nd straight day, Goldfarb has a stolen base and moves to third on an error from the battery. This time it was from Schlottman, his 2nd of the season. Goldfarb with stolen base number 12. ValleyCats were down yesterday by a score of 9-6 and came back and won that game 16-9. And the pitch. Breaking ball is inside, 1-1. We actually just looked at the scoring decision, and it is an E3. So it's an error on a missed catch from the first baseman, Quentin Selma. The pitch. Hit hard and through for a base hit into left field. It's an RBI for Hallmark, and the ValleyCats cut the deficit. It's 4-1. Hallmark with his 16th RBI this season. He extends his hit streak to 2 games. Saw a breaking ball he liked on the inner third of the plate. Hit through the left side. Cats with their first hit of the night. 1 away in the bottom of the first. Here is Aaron Altair. The pitch. Fastball is inside, 1-0. About that, the scoring decision. I like that call. And when looking back at the play, you could easily tell that Selma should have caught the ball as directly to him. The pitch. poked out in towards right field, medium depth. Barry goes back right in front of the track, hauls it in for out number 2. Taking a look at the defensive alignment for the Boomers, in left field is Zach Huffins, in center is Brett Milazzo, and right we just saw Blake Berry. At third is Will Prater, at short Alec Craig. At second base is Chase Dawson. At first is Quentin Selma. Behind the plate is Blake Grant Parks, and on the bump is Kobe Schlottman. 2 down in the home half of the first. ValleyCats are down 4-1. Hallmark is off first base. Here's the lefty bat and Zach Bierman. Pitch, actually now the throw over from the southpaw. Hallmark dives in safely. Schlottman has a closed stance on the mound. The pitch, runner goes. Fastball right down the middle. It's a low throw to second. Hallmark is easily in there with stolen base number 20. Grant Parks has not thrown out a single runner in this series. So ValleyCats have now stolen 5 bases in this first 2 games of a 3-game set. Hallmark with 20 stolen bases in 38 games this year. The pitch, called a strike on the outside edge, 0-2. And that's significant because with the Fayetteville Woodpeckers last year, he had 20 stolen bases in 61 games. In indie ball, especially in the Frontier League, can sometimes be just as good, if not better, than single A. The pitch, a number over towards second base. Coming in is Dawson. He will fire on the run, and it gets out Bierman. So, for the ValleyCats in the first, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. Tri-City is down 4-1 against the Schaumburg Boomers through an inning of play. You are listening to ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Top of the order due up for the Schaumburg Boomers in the top of the second. They're ahead 4-1 against your Tri-City ValleyCats. The pitch to Gage Howard, the lefty bat. He strokes one the other way. Foul goes onto the left field concourse, 0-1. Rafi Vasquez in his second inning of work. He is exactly at 35 pitches. The pitch. Sinker in for a strike, 0-2. Howard led off the game with a solo home run, his second of the season. Vasquez winds and deals. That one is upstairs, 1-2. ValleyCats got a run, though, to help out Vasquez and see if he can have a bounce back frame. The pitch hit on 2 bounces, 2 parts, circles around, heaves it onto first. A nice stretch from Bierman, 1 away. Howard is retired on 3 pitches, and that will bring up Zach Huffins. 1 gone in the top of the second. ValleyCats behind 4-1, nobody on base. Huffins singled and scored a run his last time up. The pitch. Half swing. He does go around to the home plate umpire. Didn't even need the appeal to the first base umpire, Antonio Arquina. The pitch. Wave and a miss and a nasty slider. 0-2. That one had 42 inches of vertical break and 5 inches of horizontal break. That means it's going heavy, down and away. The pitch. Threw it again. It's a little nubber over towards third base, picked up by Walters and foul ground. Still 0-2. It was a seesaw game yesterday. The ValleyCats were down 1-0, then were ahead 4-1, then 4-2, then 6-2. Then it was a 7-run third inning from the Boomers. They were ahead 9-6. The ValleyCats scored 10 unanswered runs. The pitch. Bouncing ball right back to Vasquez. He will run over and underhand to first base, 2 away. Amazing thing is, after that 7-run third inning, there was not a single hit for the rest of the game for Schaumburg. That's how good the bullpen was yesterday, even though they were effectively wild. Tri-City trails 4-1 in the top of the second. Nobody on base. Here's the lefty bat and Brett Milazzo. The pitch. Fastball is away, 1-0. Milazzo had a 2-run jack his last time up. The pitch. Sinker in for a strike on the lower outside corner. 1-1. The pitch. That one just fouled off by Milazzo. Rolls to the backstop, 1-2. Vasquez looking for a 1-2-3 frame. Only had one of those yesterday and came from Coleman Huntley III. It's Brack Warren who got the win yesterday with an inning and a third in relief. The pitch. Fastball is high, 2-2. The pitch. Bouncing ball over towards first base. Gobbled up by Bierman. He'll take it himself and step on the bat. 3 up, 3 down for Vasquez in the second. Through an inning and a half to play. Schaumburg leads Tri-City 4-1. And you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Six, 7, 8 due up for the ValleyCats in the bottom of the second inning. Tri-City is behind 4-1 to the Schaumburg Boomers. Given Parks in a left and left matchup, we have Kobe Schlottman, the pitch. Fastball dialed in for strike one. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Lefty starter. Winds and deals. Fastball in the same spot, same result, 0-2. And here comes the pitch. Fastball is upstairs, 1-2 the count. Schlottman, he stands on the third base side of the rubber, feet pointed though towards the Boomers dugout. The 1-2. Fastball, ooh, a good looking pitch. See where it was in Yacker Tech, it was outside. 2-2. Parks in his 41st game, he's batting 177, 6 homers and 19 RBIs. Schlottman deals, fisted foul, back to the net. We'll do it again. Parks has hitless in his last 5 games, but during that span, he has walked more than 10 times, including 4 yesterday. The 2-2. Stroke the other way, foul, we'll do it again. Saw a 9-pitch from Cedar Culver to lead off the ValleyCats' first inning. This will be the 7th pitch of the plate appearance here for Parks. Here it comes. Fastball is away, it's a full count. Schlottman sitting mostly in the mid-80s. The last pitch is at 84.5 miles per hour. Pitch to be brought to you by Wolfberg Electric. The pitch. Looped into center field, ranging back and circling around is Milazzo, and he hauls it in for out number 1. Schlottman wins the 8-pitch battle. 1 gone in the bottom of the second. Schaumburg leads 4-1, nobody on base, and here is Robbie Merced. Merced is hitless in his last 2 games. He's playing his 6th contest of the season. The pitch. Fastball is inside, 1-0. Adam Cohen bringing you this game live from Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in Troy, New York. The pitch. Stroke towards right center field, ranging over towards his right, and getting there is Milazzo. 2 away. ValleyCats tonight in their white jerseys with ValleyCats written in front. Red numbers just below the hearts. Red numbers in black, or rather on the back, in red with black trim. White baseball pants, a black baseball cap with the ValleyCats logo in front. 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Tri-City trails 4-1. Here's Cale Jones, the pitch. Fastball is in, 1-0. Boomers back in their black uniforms. The pitch. Fastball is high, 2-0. Boomers written in red in the front. White numbers on the back, gray baseball pants. The 2-0. Fastball is low and in. That one was a borderline pitch on the inside edge. So it's a 3-0 count. The next offering. Fastball taken all the way for a strike, 3-1. Schlottman goes to the rosin bag real quick. Schaumburg also has a black baseball cap with the Boomers logo in orange and an orange bill. The pitch. Fastball is low and in. It's ball 4. Jones in his first 3 games of his professional career has reached base safely in all 3 contests. I'll bring up today's Taco Bell Supreme slugger, Ian Walters. He's a lefty bat. He's working on a season best 4-game hit streak. Schlottman looks over at first, now fires. Fastball is called a strike at the belt, 0-1. So fans chirping the umpiring crew, which were also chirped on social media last night as well. The pitch. Popped up behind the plate. This will go back our way, 0-2. ValleyCats behind 4-1 in the bottom of the second. 2 outs, runner on first base. Walters in his 10th game, he's batting .257, a homer and 8 RBIs. Schwabman looks in, the pitch. Fastball is high, 1-2. Not a good frame from Grant Park. It's very close to the previous fastball called for a strike, but this time did not get the call. The 1-2. Hit up the middle, right over towards the shortstop. It's bobbled. It's thrown over to first by Craig. He does not get him in time. Immediately, Grant Parks tells the home plate umpire, David Speranza, to review it. There's no replay here, but at least talk about it with the umpiring crew. Schwabman couldn't believe it. And again, a very tough bounce, as there is concrete underneath this dirt infield. He has scored an error, the 7th of the season for Craig. ValleyCats will take that. Switch hitting Culver, batting from the right side. Now represents a game-tying run at the plate. The pitch. A big cut and a miss, 0-1. Culver struck out looking his last time up. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Tri-City trails 4-1. Jones is at second. Walters is at first. The pitch. Fastball is high. 1-1. Jones has 26 RBIs this season. He's had a really good homestand so far. The pitch. Fastball. Catches the inside corner. 1-2. Over is 9 for 18 before this game. 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Schwabman comes set. Glove right in front of his chest. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Over down on strikes for the second time. And for the ValleyCats in the bottom of the second, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base through 2 innings of play. Schaumburg is ahead 4-1 over Tri-City, and you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Part of the order due up for the Schaumburg Boomers in the top of the 3rd inning. Your Tri-City ValleyCats are behind 4-1. Rafi Vasquez bat to work. Lefty bat and Chase Dawson is at the plate. The pitch. Half swing is called a strike anyway. The breaking ball goes in for a strike. 0-1. Vasquez had a bounce-back 13-pitch inning in the second. The pitch. Just got a piece of it is Dawson. He fouls it away. 0-2. This will be the 50th pitch of the night for Rafi. Good sinker ball, ground ball pitcher when he's at his best. The pitch. Fastball is high. 1-2. Dawson had a single, stolen base, and a run scored his last time up. 3 stolen bases in the last 2 days. The pitch. Driven the other way. It will go foul into the 5th row behind the 3rd base dugout. We'll do it again. Vasquez spent last season with the West Side Woolly Mammoths. The pitch. Fastball is high. 2-2. They are in the United Shore Professional Baseball League. Vasquez made 12 appearances and started 7 games. The pitch. Breaking ball is blown away. It's a full count. Vasquez has started every single game he has pitched in this season. Has the most innings of any pitcher for the Cats. The pitch. Stroke the other way. Foul. We'll go on to the concourse. Still a full count. Wow, must have been a nice catch by a fan. I think it was from a kid too. Payoff pitch. Sinker misses one away. Second free pass issued by Vasquez. Second time tonight. The Boomers have the leadoff man on. And that will bring up Blake Berry. Nobody out in the top of the 3rd. Dawson now 21 stolen bases and 22 tries. Pitch to lefty bat. Fastball is low, 1-0. Berry struck out swinging his last time up. Had a 1-for-5 effort yesterday, scoring a run. The pitch. That one is low, 2-0. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Flag blowing out towards right field. The pitch. Fastball catches the outside edge. 2-1. Tri-City has the lefty shift on. Hart's playing a bit close to the second base bag. Pulver's about halfway between first and second, a throw over. Dawson gets back in, standing up. Walters was backing up the throw from Bierman back to the pitcher and Vasquez. Third baseman stands nearly in the shortstop hole. 2-1. Fastball is high and away. It's a 3-1 count. Back-to-back 3-ball counts. Vasquez pitched at 3 different colleges. Graduated from the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. 49ers are a D1 program in Conference USA. The 3-1. Hit into left field, circling around is Merced. He makes the catch chest high for out number 1. Bit of an awkward route for Merced, but this is his first professional game in the outfield. Vasquez was also named Player of the Year at Florence Darlington Tech College in 2018. Was at Coastal Carolina University in 2017. Same school that Zach Bierman went to, although the two were not teammates. Here is Blake Grant Parks. The pitch. Slider misses blown away, 1-0. One gone in the top of the 3rd. The Boomers lead 4-1. Runner on first base. The pitch. Bouncing ball foul, third base side, 1-1. We'll take a look at what's happening around the league. The Eagles defeated the All 7-2 in a morning game today. Quebec shut out Empire State, 8-0 yesterday. The pitch. Half swing, Appeal to the first base umpire who does go around. This is Antonio Arquina. 1-2. Ottawa yesterday gave $1 of every ticket sold in pre-sales to the Canadian Red Cross 2023 Quebec Fires Appeal. The 1-2. Fastball is low. Count evens up at 2-2. And the 2023 Quebec Fires Appeal is part of Take Your House, Plant for a Walk night that occurred yesterday. Wildfire still happening in Canada. The pitch, swing and a miss, got him on the sinker inside. Second strikeout for Vasquez, and there's 2 away. We have seen in different parts of New York that the wildfires causing poor air quality. We saw that in Pittsburgh today too. I have a bunch of friends from college who are in Pittsburgh, but air quality good enough today for the ValleyCats to play in. Here's Quinton Selma, another lefty bat, and he pops one up. Left side of the infield, Walters calls off Parks, backpedals, and makes a 2-hand grab. For Vasquez in the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base through 2.5 innings of play. The Schaumburg Boomers are ahead of Tri-City 4-1, and you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network driven by TransFinder. Kobe Schlottman back to work in the bottom of the third inning. Your Tri-City ValleyCats are down 4-1 against the Schaumburg Boomers. Left and left matchup. The batter is Jacob Goldfarb. The pitch, fastball, is cut on and missed, 0-1. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network driven by TransFinder. The 0-1 offering. Fastball lifted the other way. Foul, 0-2. Adam Cohen bringing this game live from Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in Troy, New York. As we always do in the bottom of the third inning, we have our junior broadcast of the game presented by TransFinder. The pitch, fastball, misses outside, 1-2. Today, I want you all to meet Perrin. And Perrin, how you doing today?
Good.
Glad that you are doing well, and I like your ValleyCats hat.
Thank you.
The 1-2. Breaking ball, misses low and outside, 2-2. Now today is Kumar Rocker bobblehead night, courtesy of Sunkiss. Were you able to receive a bobblehead? Here comes the 2-2. Fastball is away. It's a full count. Did you receive a bobblehead at the Van Moscato store?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay, very good. And there's only 1,000 in stock, so I'm glad you guys came early. Is this your first ValleyCats game, or have you been here before?
Yes, I have.
Very good. Goldfarb swings and misses at a pitch outside. That is the third strikeout for Schlottman, second in a row, and there is one away. Today is also Capital Region Heritage Night. And are you from this area?
Yeah, yes.
Here is Jackson Hallmark. Here comes the pitch. That one is cued foul. First base side, 0-1. One gone and bottom of the third. Tri-City is behind 4-1 to the Schaumburg Boomers. Schwatman winds and deals the pitch. That one is low and in, 1-1. Well, Perrin, where are you from?
Scotia.
Scotia, got it. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball is high, 1-1. And where do you go to school?
I don't go to school.
Oh, okay.
I homeschool.
Oh, very nice. Gotcha. 1-1. Breaking ball is inside. 2-1 the count. Check that, it's actually 3-1. And here comes the next offering. Fastball is low. Hallmark works along. The third one issued by Schwatman. Who homeschools you? Is it a tutor? Is it your parents?
My parents.
The parents. Is it a split between your mom and dad, or mostly your dad?
My mom.
Oh, it's your mom. Very cool. Aaron Altair is the batter now. He flew out to right his last time up.
Lower his audio.
And the pitch. Well, actually, no pitch. He'll throw over to first. One gone in the bottom of the third inning. ValleyCats are down 4-1. Pitch. Fastball is high. 0-1. Or high and called for a strike, rather. How old are you?
7.
7, okay. Schwatman looks over at first. And he delivers. Fastball hit back to the bat stop. 0-2. And I see they have a lot of Pokemon on your arm. Several Pikachus. Very nice. I think that's Gyarados too, right?
Gyarados.
Gyarados, thank you. I haven't seen a lot of Pokemon in a while, but I used to be into them when I was a kid. The pitch. Fastball hit back to the net, 0-2. I also see that you have a Charizard on your arm.
Yep.
So do you collect Pokemon cards? Do you play any Pokemon games?
I have Pokemon cards.
Schwatman keeps looking over at the runner. Now he throws over to first. Hallmark goes to second. He's in a pickle. That goes 1-6-3. Rather 1-3-6-3. And Hallmark is caught in a rundown, and he is retired for out number 2. That is the third caught stealing this season for Jackson. Well, Schwatman has a really good move. That is very different than we saw from Jackson Hickard yesterday. So once again, the play goes 1-3-6-3. Schwatman back to the windup. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs, 1-2. When I was younger, I don't know if you've heard of this Pokemon game, but it's called Pokemon Pearl, and it was on the Nintendo DS.
I have a Pokemon game that's for my Switch. It's called Pokemon Shield.
Ooh, very nice. I've heard of that one. That's one of the newer games, right? 2-2 the count. Schwatman in agreement with Grant Parts. The next offering. Drilled deep left field at the track. Out of here and out of sight. A home run for Aaron Altair. The ValleyCats now trail 4-2. 7th home run of the season for Altair. That is brought to you by AAA Hudson Valley. It was 94 miles per hour off the bat, 362 feet. Planning a trip? Contact our friends at AAA Hudson Valley. AAA Hudson Valley, Dream Plan Go. Perrin, you're good luck. You're welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
Here is Zach Bierman. It's a left-and-left matchup. Still 2 away. The pitch Breaking ball swung through and missed, 0-1. Bierman ground out the second, his last time up. The pitch. Pote the other way, foul. 0-2. I mentioned earlier how we have a lot of children come here in the bottom of the third inning for our junior broadcaster segment, and for as long as I can remember, ValleyCats almost always score in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Fastball misses away. 1-1. So these kids are bringing a lot of good luck in here, which is always great to see. Maybe their enthusiasm is sparking the ValleyCats' bats. The pitch. Fastball is outside, 2-2. What do you say, Perrin? Would your joy for the ValleyCats, is that the reason why Altair hit the home run?
I don't know.
You don't know? Maybe he heard you from all the way up here. The pitch. Breaking ball. Powered the other way. Heading towards the third base dugout seats. That's foul. It goes to the fourth row. And it's still 2-2. Now, I know that you said that you're homeschooled, but do you have a favorite subject?
Math.
Math. Very nice. That was my favorite subject growing up, too. The 2-2. Fastball is away. It's a full count. Do you know your multiplication tables? Yeah, I'm not quizzing you here. I'm just wondering what you're learning right now. The pitch. That one is lined up the middle for a base hit. Bierman sends hit streak to 2 games. The ValleyCats have reached base for the 3rd straight time. Out comes the manager in Jamie Bennett. He is in his 11th season for the Boomers. We're 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd. ValleyCats trail 4-2. Runner on first base, and we'll take a quick look at one of our sponsors from American National. We're excited to announce that our Community Heroes Night is just around the corner on July 27th. This is a night dedicated to celebrating the amazing individuals in our community who go above and beyond to make a difference. We're calling on all fans to nominate someone who they believe is a true community hero. So if you know someone who deserves to be recognized for their hard work and dedication, please take a moment to submit a nomination on tcvalleycats.com under the Community tab by June 30th. Perrin, if you had to submit one of your heroes, who would that be?
What are you talking about? Like what here? What kind of thing?
Like a hero. Like, is your parents your hero? Do you have someone that you look up to? Maybe one of your Pokemons are your hero?
My dad.
Your dad. That's very sweet. Perrin's dad is up here with us as well. The pitch. Breaking ball is low. A nice block by Grant Parks. 1-0 the count to the lefty bat in Paven Parks. Once again, 2 away in the bottom of the 3rd. Schaumburg leads 4-2. Bierman is off first base. Parks flew out to center his last time up. The pitch. Fastball is cranked. Deep right center field. Heading over towards the track and making the catch is Malonzo, crashing into the wall. Oh, he has great speed and had a nice jump. For the ValleyCats in the 3rd, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. They trail the Schaumburg Boomers 4-2. And Perrin, thank you so much for coming up here.
Thank you.
For 3 innings of play, you are listening to ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Rafi Vasquez has been terrific the last 2 innings. We're in the top of the 4th. Your Tri-City ValleyCats are playing the Schaumburg Boomers, who are ahead 4-2. Here's the lefty batting, Quinton Selma, as he drives one into the right center field gap. It's cut off by Jackson Hallmark, and Selma is aboard with a leadoff single. Before then, the last hit for the Boomers came from Blake Grant Parks with a double back in the first. He's also an RBI knock. Here is Alec Craig. Or rather, here's Will Prater in the pitch. Changeup in for a strike. 0-1. Craig was the one who had the hit, of course. Vasquez comes set. First base side of the rubber, he deals. That one's hit over towards second, and underneath the glove of Culver, Hallmark picks it up. He will fire to third. It's a good throw. One bounces. A bluff throw to second. In there on the throw is Prater. So back-to-back base hits. Craig going first to third on the single, and Prater getting a knock and advancing a second on the throw. Well, the ValleyCats are in danger, and the lineup turns over to Gage Howard. Gage being spelled G-A-I-G-E rather than G-A-G-E. Howard, another lefty bat. The pitch. Fastball hit through the left side in for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the pitching coach, or rather Jane Bennett, who stands at third base, he's the one who holds Prater at third base. So it's an RBI for Howard. The Boomers take a 5-2 lead. Howard has himself a multi-hit game. 3 straight hits to start open the inning. And what they're doing differently against Vasquez is that they're hitting him on the first pitch. Here is Zach Huffins. Runners on the corners, nobody out in the top of the 4th. The pitch. Sinker is inside, 1-0. Huffins has singled, scored a run, and ground out back to the pitcher. ValleyCats down 5-2. The pitch, fastball right down the middle for a strike. 1-1. First time that the Boomers had a runner in scoring position since the first inning. The pitch, bouncing ball over towards third, is taken by Walters to throw to the plate. Jones nails it. Applies a tag, and there's one gone. Huffins reaches on the 5-2 fielder's choice, and Howard advances to second. One gone. Great job by Walters. He used all of his 6-foot frame to get up there through a strike to the plate. Not an easy play. Here's Brett Milazzo. He's covered a lot of real estate in the outfield. Here comes our pitching coach and Brooks Carey to talk with Rafi Vasquez. Oh, check out Jacob Goldfarb, tonight's Hot Zone player, sponsored by Marcella's Appliance Center. Since 1957, Marcella's Appliance Center has been serving customers in the capital region by providing the best selection of home appliances. Refresh your home and let the experts from Marcella's Appliance Center help you choose your next appliance or achieve the kitchen of your dreams. They have 2 convenient locations in Clifton Park and Schenectady. Learn more at marcellaappliances.com. Schaumburg is ahead 5-2 with 1 out in the top of the 4th. Howard at second, Huffins at first. Brett Milazzo, the batter. Ian Walters, the third baseman, playing in on the grass. The pitch, no bunt shown. That one is drilled into the left center field gap. It's cut off by Jackson Hallmark. This will bring in a run. It'll be extra bases. The throw to second. Sliding in safely is Milazzo. Milazzo has his 3rd RBI of the night. With a 2-bagger, Howard scores, and now the Boomers take a 6-2 lead. Milazzo with his 6th double of the season. 22nd RBI. Huffins advances to third. ValleyCats bring the infield in. Here is Chase Dawson, another lefty bat. The pitch. Fastball is high, 1-0. Dawson has singled, walked, scored a run, and stole a base. The pitch. Half swing. It's called a strike anyway. 1-1. See how long Vasquez will be in this game. He's currently at 76 pitches. The pitch. Breaking ball tapped over towards second. Hover lets in. He'll lob to first base. 2 down. Hover gave a strong look to Huffins at third. Took a step over towards third base before shuffling and quickly tossing it over to Bierman. Two-way in the top of the fourth. Runners on second and third. ValleyCats trail 6-2. Here's Blake Berry. He bats from the left side. He's 0 for 2. The pitch. Sinker catches the outside edge. 0-1. Berry has flown out to left and struck out swinging. 4 hits in the inning for the Boomers. The pitch. Loop the other way. Heading towards the track is Walters. He slides and just misses it by a few feet. It was sinking fast and he had a good beat on it, but unable to get there. 0-2 the count. I mentioned this before, but Vasquez is the best innings eater on this ValleyCats team. If he's able to at least go 5 innings, that will bode well for Tri-City. The pitch. Bouncing ball over towards second. Culver has it on the high chopper. He whips it to first, and there's out number 3. For the Boomers in the top of the fourth, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Through 3.5 innings of play, Schaumburg is ahead of Tri-City 6-2, and you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network driven by TransFinder. Bottom third of the order due up for your Tri-City ValleyCats in the bottom of the fourth. Schaumburg Boomers starter Kobe Schlottman in for his 4th inning. And the pitch to Robbie Merced. He swings through a fastball, 0-1. Merced, the right-hand hitter, facing off against the southpaw and Schlottman. ValleyCats trail 6-2. The pitch. Fastball, same spot, called a strike, 0-2 the count. Adam Cohen bringing you this game live from Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in Troy, New York. The pitch. Breaking ball is low and in. 1-2. Schlottman stands in at 5'10", 180 pounds. He is 24 years old. From Coralville, Iowa. The pitch. That one is hammered into left field, long run, and not getting there is Zach Huffins. He'll throw all the way to second, it's wide, and Merced is in with his second extra base hit of the season, his first double. He's in with a leadoff two-bagger. I love the ValleyCats celebration at second. They do the fist pump, or I think it's that trucker celebration where you ask the trucker to blow their horn. You'll pump your fist up and down. So that's what it looks like. Here's Hill Jones. He has been a hot and steady hitter for the ValleyCats, having a 3 RBI night yesterday. And just what was his second professional game. Nobody out in the home half of the fourth. Cats down 6-2. The pitch. Pass swing from Jones. He does go around. 0-1 the count. Jones walked his last time up. Trying to extend his hit streak to 3 games. Lights starting to take effect at the Joe. Throw back to second. Diving in safely is Merced. Merced has 3 stolen bases and 4 chances this season. See, the ValleyCats will make a move in the next couple of days, as they only have 9 position players available. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. Stepping off is Schlottman. That's his second disengagement. He has another one he has to pick off, the runner Merced. Southpaw gets his sign. Toe taps. Set the big secondary, the pitch. Loop the other way. Will go foul into the first base seats. 0-2. Trey Hare was placed on the inactive list and won't be returning for a little bit. And meanwhile, Carson McCusker, he becomes the first ValleyCats player this season on this roster to sign with a major league organization. Sign with the Minnesota Twins, and we'll know in the next few days which minor league affiliate he will be a part of. The pitch. Fastball laced back to the net, foul, 0-2. So that's a lot of firepower that you lose in the last couple of games. Custer was likely on pace for the Frontier League MVP, leading the league in homers, RBIs, batting average, and slugging. Still might get a nod to the Frontier League All-Star game in Windy City this season. The pitch. Fastball is outside, 1-2. So about two of their best hitters in their order. Need more production, top to bottom. Jones has been a great surprise, so hopefully he can keep it up. The pitch. Fastball hit back our way. Directly above us. We'll do it again at 1-2. ValleyCats have had some really good at-bats tonight. So will be the 80th pitch from Schlottman. That means he's averaging more than 20 pitches an inning. The pitch. Wave and a miss. Got him on the high heater. 4th strikeout for Schlottman, and there's one away. Now we'll bring up Ian Walters in a left-on-left matchup. Walters reached on an error from Alec Craig his last time up. Walters chokes up on the bat. A vacant left side. And the pitch. Powered into deep right field. The wind carrying it back now at the track. And making the catch is Blake Berry. Easily heading to third is Merced. He is going to make the turn, but will stop 90 feet away from home. So productive out for Walters. And I didn't think that one was hit all that hard. Just 92 miles per hour off the bat, but it traveled 341 feet. Wind is blowing out towards right field, and They also field that in our direction towards home plate. Cito Culver, the switch hitter batting from the right side, is up at the plate. 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th. ValleyCats are behind 6-2. Schlottman still from the stretch. The pitch. Off speed, misses inside. 1-0. Schlottman, toe taps, dials in the pitch. Fastball is high, 2-0. Schlottman, part of a very good rotation for Schaumburg this season. Jackson Hickert is also the reigning Frontier League player of the week, or pitcher of the week. The pitch, fastball, is hit high in the air. Left field, coming in is Huffins, and he squeezes it for out number 3. The ValleyCats strand a runner. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Through 4 innings of play, Schaumburg is ahead of the Tri-City ValleyCats, and you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Blake Grant Parks is the batter in the bottom, or rather the top of the 5th inning. Schaumburg is ahead 6-2 over your Tri-City ValleyCats. The pitch, fastball, misses inside, 1-0. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. The pitch, it's shot the other way. It will split the gap and roll to the wall. Grant Parks will have extra bases. Picking it up is Goldfarb. He fires into the cutoff man. It's a leadoff double for the Boomers. Now we'll bring up Quinton Selma, who is 0 for 2 today. Alfie Vasquez in his 5th inning of work. Vasquez at 87 pitches. Or no, 80 pitches exactly. The pitch, fastball is inside, 1-0. Selma, a lefty bat. Light starting to take effect at the Joe. The pitch, breaking ball is low, 2-0. Vasquez has walked 2, struck out 2, yielded 10 hits. ValleyCats are out hit 10-4. Schaumburg's also yielded 2 errors. We're not sure maybe it's the ballpark or the wildfires in Canada, but you can actually smell the smoke from up here at the pitch. Wave and a miss, 2-1. Of course, the ValleyCats checked the air quality before tonight's game and were able to give it a good go. But hopefully that gets resolved. Now, obviously, that's tough for our friends in Quebec. Pitch. Breaking ball swung through and missed, 2-2. And upstate New York is close to Canada, so it makes sense why it's also coming here as well. Time called by the batter in Selma. He has a brown bat with a black handle. The pitch, wave and a miss. Got him on a slider inside. Third punch out for Vasquez. And there's one away. Boomers have collected their hits, mostly of bunches. 5 hits in the first, and then 4 hits in the fourth. Out comes Pete and Caviglia. There is a right-hander warming up. Could be the end of the line for Vasquez. Have not seen him make the signal just yet. Interesting choice by Pete if he does take him out. Figured that he would get through the inning. And that is all for Vasquez. So he leaves with Blake Grant Parks off second base, 1 out in the top of the 5th. The Schaumburg Boomers are ahead of Tri-City 6-2. And you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. The new pitcher for the ValleyCats is Gabriel Jaramillo. Comes in with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Schaumburg Boomers are ahead of your Tri-City ValleyCats 6-2. Blake Graham Parks is off second. Alec Craig, the lefty bat, is the hitter. The pitch from the right-hander. Fastball shot the other way. Foul, 0-1. Craig has a walk, a single, and a run score today. Vasquez went 4 1/3 innings. He's responsible for Grant Parks off second base. Jaramillo is back at second. The pitch, breaking ball, slashed the other way. Foul. goes into the 13th row in the left field seats, 0-2. It's Jaramillo's just second appearance of the season. He made a spot start just a few days ago. Worked 3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. He was back at second. The pitch. Fastball is high, 1-2. Jaramillo last pitch on the 24th against Ottawa. Also issued 6 hits, walked none. Allowed a hit a batter rather, and struck out 2. The pitch. Breaking ball hit over the other way and underneath the glove of Walters into left field. Just advancing 1 base is Grant Parks. Merced throws the ball into second base, so the runners are at the corners with 1 out. We'll have to see how that one is scored. And it is an error on Walters. That's his first in the ValleyCats uniform. 5th in the season between Tri-City and Washington. Now we'll bring in Will Prater. 1 gone to the top of the 5th. Playing in is Walters. Right and left matchup. The pitch. Hit hard and over the head of Bierman. It will go down the right field line. 1 run scores. It will be extra bases for Prater. Stopping at third is Craig. It's an RBI double for Prater. And now the Boomers take a 7-2 lead. They're giving the ValleyCats a taste of their own medicine. ValleyCats won the game by 7 runs yesterday. They won 16-9. Prater with his 18th RBI of the season, his 2nd double. And the lineup turns over to Gage Howard, who's 2 for 3 tonight with a home run, a single, 2 runs scored, and a ground out. The pitch, wave and a miss on a high heater. 0-1. Jaramillo stands in at 6'1", 178 pounds. He is 24 years old. The pitch, breaking ball is low, 1-1. Pitch for the South Bend Cubs, the high affiliate of Chicago in the Midwest League. Won a championship with the South Bend Cubs. Infield play entirely in. The pitch, breaking ball is low, 2-1. ValleyCats had a great day offensively yesterday, as I mentioned before, 16 runs overall. They've scored at least 6 runs in every game since June 21st. The pitch, fastball is upstairs, 3-1. We'll probably see a transaction coming sooner rather than later to help give us some depth, not just have 9 starters. Here comes the 3-1. Breaking ball is outside. It's ball 4. That's the 3rd walk of the game from ValleyCats pitching. First one from Jaramillo. So the bases are juiced with 1 out. Zach Huffins steps up to the plate. Jaramillo still pitching from the windup. 1 gone in the top of the 5th. Schaumburg leads 7-2. The pitch. Fastball is high and outside, 1-0. To the final line on Vasquez. I'll give you that in a moment. Jaramillo delivers. Fastball called a strike, 1-1. Vasquez went 4 1/3 innings, giving up 7 runs on 10 hits, walking 2 and striking out 3. His 10 hits and 7 earned runs match a season high originally set on June 11th in Gateway. Pitch, breaking ball, bottom dropped underneath it. Count goes to 1-1. Now rather 1-2. Huffins has singled, scored a run. The pitch, fastball is upstairs, 2-2. Into a fielder's choice and ground out back to the pitcher. Gray is off third, Prater off second, Howard off first. The pitch. Breaking ball. Hit into medium depth right field. This could get a run. Goldfarb makes the catch, and he will fire in all the way to the cutoff man, and actually will go through to the plate. So it's a sacrifice fly for Huffins. The Boomers take a 8-2 lead, and there are 2 away. Howard stays put at first, and Prater stays put at second. Now bring in Brett Milazzo, who is 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, a home run, a double, and a ground out to first. Milazzo, a lefty bat, stands in on the plate. Jaramillo looks over at second and deals. Fastball is high, 1-0. Milazzo went 1 for 2 yesterday, was hit by 2 pitches. The pitch, fastball, is called a strike, 1-1. He also had a run scored and 2 at-bats. Milazzo rests his bat on his left shoulder. His white batting gloves, the pitch, curveball is low. 2-1. Jaramillo has a fastball, a changeup, a curveball, and a slider. His fastball can reach up to 95 miles per hour. Good lead for both runners. The pitch. Changeup in for a strike. 2-2. Jaramillo was originally signed from Chicago on July 17th in 2018, as that one is powered the other way foul. His hometown of Merake, home to other big leaguers such as Jose Altuve, former ValleyCat, Miguel Cabrera, and Bobby Abreu. It's right by the Tigres de Aragua. Been a part of the Venezuelan Professional Baseball League since 1965. The pitch. Fastball driven the other way, foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. A good at bat for Milazzo. Next pitch will be the 7th of this plate appearance. Already 22 pitches for Jaramillo since coming in. Probably get multiple frames out of the bullpen. The pitch. Fastball swatted the other way, foul. Still 2-2. Well, with Garrison Bryant activated back on the 25th and Jaramillo pitching the bullpen, Bryant probably still has a spot in the rotation. That's all speculation, nothing confirmed from the coaching staff. The pitch. Fisted foul to the net. Another foul ball. So Bryant has been struggling. Jaramillo did okay in his first outing. He's been doing okay here. The 2-2. Breaking ball, waved and a miss. He wins the 10-pitch battle. In the inning, though, for the Boomers, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Through 4.5 innings of play, the Schaumburg Boomers lead Tri-City 8-2. And you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Your Tri-City ValleyCats are looking to put up a crooked number in the bottom of the fifth. They currently trail 8-2 to the Schaumburg Boomers. Kobe Schlottman will try to go through 5 frames as we're here in the bottom of the fifth. Left and left matchup 2, Jacob Goldfarb. The fastball is inside, 1-0. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. The 1-0 offering. Poke the other way, foul, 1-1. Goldfarb is 0 for 1. A walk, a stolen base, a run scored, and a strikeout. The 1-1. Fastball is away, 2-1. Adam Cohen bringing you this game live from Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in Troy, New York. The pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a strike, 2-2. Schlottman has been working quickly all game. The pitch. Fisted over towards third base. Prater is in foul ground right past the coach's box. He handles it for out number 1. ValleyCats are behind 8-2 in the bottom of the fifth. Nobody on base, and here is Jackson Hallmark. It's a single, a walk, stolen base, caught stealing today. It's only caught for the 3rd time. Schlottman whips and deals. Fastball catches the outside corner. 0-1. And here comes the 0-1. Fastball is fisted foul to the sweets. 0-2. Schlottman was the opening night starter for the Boomers. Here comes the pitch. Fastball drilled the other way. Backing up and getting turned around is Barry's at the track. Leaps up and makes the catch before slightly colliding into the wall. 2 down. Schlottman back on opening night. About a pair of homers and 5 innings at Windy City on May 11th. He won 5 straight starts from May 23rd to June 15th. That was just snapped, and gets one more out. Could be in the win column for tonight. Here's Aaron Altair. Fastball at the top of the zone for a strike, 0-1. Boomers ahead, 8-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on base. The pitch. Fastball driven the other way, foul. 0-2. Altair clubbed his 7th homer. His last time up, he is 1 for 2 on the day. Has also flown out to right. Sports the white batting gloves. The pitch. Breaking ball is inside. Out Craig at short. Thought that it was strike 3. Count goes to 1-2. The pitch. Fastball is low. Grant Parks tried to frame it. Count goes to 2-2. Altair now has a 6-game hitting streak. The pitch. Wave and a miss, and a good changeup. A swinging strike 3. For Schlottman, that was his 5th strikeout. He retires inside an order for the first time. And through 5 innings of play, Tri-City trails the Schaumburg Boomers 8-2. And you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Jaramillo is working his second frame. Gabriel out on the rubber in the top of the sixth inning. Schaumburg is ahead of the Tri-City ValleyCats 8-2. Brewers bring up lefty bat in Chase Dawson. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Pitch from the right-hander. Fastball is fisted foul back our way. 0-1. And we have a lot of foul balls up to the suites, and a lot of times it hits glass. Must be pretty steady windows. The 0-1. Bouncing ball over towards Culver. He runs in. He fires quickly to first. There's one away. That will bring up Blake Berry, who is 0 for 3 tonight. A strikeout, a fly out, and a ground out to second. We'll see how long Jaramillo goes for the ValleyCats today. He is on 3 days of rest. The pitch. The lefty bat takes a strike. 0-1 the count. One away in the top of the sixth. ValleyCats trail 8-2. Nobody on base. The pitch. Off speed, misses low and away. 1-1. Barry has an open stance at the plate. The pitch. Fastball is sliced the other way. Foul. 1-2. Barry stands in at 6 feet tall, 205 pounds. Just turned 25 years old on June 20th. The pitch. Fastball smacked the other way. Foul. Goes to a 13th row in the left field seats. We'll do it again at 1-2. Barry played with Schaumburg last season. That's from Petaluma, California. The 1-2. Fastball hit in the air. 3 converge. Who's going to make the catch? Walters goes out and hauls it in right in front of Robbie Merced for out number 2. A terrific play from the third baseman. Merced, not an outfielder by trade. Walters had it covered. Blake Graham Parks is the hitter. He is 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. RBI, a run scored, and a strikeout. 2 gone in the top of the sixth. Tri-City is behind 8-2. Nobody on base. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Grant Parks also had a double yesterday and 2 RBIs. The pitch. Curveball in and out of the glove of Jones. 1-1. Jaramillo sitting on the third base side of the rubber. He winds and deals. Fastball popped up but foul. Right by our way. 1-2. Jaramillo, his feet are pointed towards the third base dugout. Wind dying down just a little bit. The 1-2. Fastball slapped the other way, foul. Goes into the 5th row in the right field stands. Only one fan was there, and he's able to get the ball easily. Oh, now he actually rolled away from him, and there he picks it up. Much to the delight of his friends. The 1-2. Breaking ball is low. It bounds away from Goldfarb, or rather from Jones. Goldfarb is in right field and has not caught the last few games. He is the first string catcher, but ValleyCats really like him in right field. Jones might be the better defender behind the plate. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball driven the other way. Goldfarb wedges bat, and he makes the running grab. 3 up, 3 down for Jaramillo in the 6th. For the ValleyCats, they are behind 8-2 to the Schaumburg Boomers. And you are listening to ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder through 5.5 innings of play. New pitcher in for the Schaumburg Boomers in the bottom of the sixth inning. They are ahead 8-2 over your Tri-City ValleyCats. Zach Bierman facing off against the right-hander in Christian Lopez. The pitch to the lefty batter, popped up, middle of the infield. Coming in is Craig. He will go over towards second base and makes the catch. One pitch, one out. Kobe Schlottman, he is currently in line for the win if things hold for the Boomers. He went 5 innings, allowed 2 runs and 4 hits, walking 3 and striking out 5. Paven Parks is now the batter. He also bats from the left side. Adam Cohen bringing you this game live from Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in Troy, New York. Lopez only pitches from the stretch. Has a closed stance on the mound. The pitch. Fastball dialed in for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Lopez making his 17th appearance of the season. He has a 2-0 record. 26 and a third innings of work. He has a 2.05 ERA. The pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. 1-2. Or rather 0-2. Lopez stands in at 6'2", 230 pounds. He is 25 years old. Played his college ball at the University of Illinois, Chicago. Is from Santa Ana, California. The pitch. Ooh, fouled off the left foot of Parks. Hopped a couple of times. He was in a little bit of pain. Lopez is in his first year as a professional. He was in spring training with Sioux City. That's where Schlottman also played last year. The pitch. Towering fly ball. 3 converge in right center field. Milazzo will haul it in. The center fielder grabs out number 2. Lopez incidentally made his professional debut on opening night in Windy City on May 11th. Worked a 1-2-3 6 and struck out the first batter he faced. Pitched 10 times for Williamsport in the MLB Draft League in 2022. Pitched in the Draft League as an amateur. Here's Robbie Merced. The pitch. Half swing. He does go around as the home plate umpire in David Speranza. 0-1. ValleyCats down 8-2 in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. Nobody on. Merced is 1 for 2 with a fly out and a double. The pitch. Wave and a miss at a changeup. 0-2. Merced trying to utilize his speed and get on base. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball is inside. 1-2. On hold in between pitches for Lopez, a different type of tempo than we saw from Kobe Schlottman. The pitch. Fastball nubbed over towards first base. Taking himself is Selma for out number 3. ValleyCats go down in order through 6 innings of play. Tri-City trails the Schaumburg Boomers 8-2. And you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Gabriel Jaramillo back on the rubber in the top of the 7th inning. Your Tri-City ValleyCats are down 8-2 against the Schaumburg Boomers. Quinton Selma, the lefty bat, is up at the plate. That one is cranked into center field. A late jump from Hallmark. He ranges back. He's at the track, and that one is gone. A solo home run from Selma, his 4th of the season. It's the 3rd home run of the game for the Boomers. Now take a 9-2 lead. For Jaramillo, that is his 1st run earned of this outing. He's worked an inning and 2/3 thus far. And that will bring up Alec Craig. Craig has reached base all 3 times, though 2 of them happen safely. He's another lefty bat. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs, 1-0. Craig has walked, singled, reached on an error from Walters at 3rd base, and scored 2 runs. The pitch. Fastball is up and in. Bounce the bat stop, 2-0. Craig is 5'9", 175 pounds. He is 26 years old, from Sitwerville, New Jersey. He fouls one off. It's 2-1. Now taking a look at the scores around the league. Already mentioned this earlier, but Trois Rivières won 7-2 in Florence. That was a morning game. The 2-1. Fastball is low and in, 3-1. In game 1 of a doubleheader, New Jersey won 8-7 at home over Lake Erie. The 3-1 offering. Fastball is high and outside, ball 4. Second walk issued from Jaramillo. 4th by ValleyCats pitching. So back-to-back base runners for the Boomers. Nobody out in the top of the 7th. They are ahead 9-2. That will bring up Will Prater, another lefty bat. He has singled, doubled, and grounded out to second. The pitch. Breaking ball is inside, 1-0. Another twin bill. Washington lost 10-9 in New York. Sussex County is behind 7-1 in Ottawa. That game's in the top of the 8th. Long hold from Jaramillo. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs, 2-0. Game 2 between the Crushers and the Jackals. Lake Erie is ahead 4-0 in the top of the 3rd. Empire State trails 8-4 in Quebec. The 2-0. That one is outside, 3-0. Gateway leads 2-0 in Evansville. That game is in the bottom of the 3rd. Joliet and Windy City tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th. Game 2 between Washington and New York will begin at 7 p.m. I guess they must be delayed right now as it's currently 8:30. The pitch. Change up in for a strike, 3-1. Now maybe it is the air quality that could be a possibility why that game hasn't started, but the pitch. That one hit over towards second. Culver looked to turn 2. On to short for 1. The first in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play. Tough play for Culver. Had to range far over towards his left. Able to do the shuffle pass. Nice throw from Parks. Two-way, and that will bring up the leadoff man in Gage Howard. Top of the 7th inning. ValleyCats trail 9-2. Nobody on base. Right on left matchup. The pitch. Curveball is upstairs, 1-0. Howard has homered, singled, walked, scored 2 runs, has an RBI, and grounded out to short. The pitch. Fastball misses away, 2-0. Howard began the season reaching base in 33 consecutive games. Jaramillo hides his face with his beige glove. The pitch. Changeup is low and away, 3-0. That streak for Howard came to an end on June 21st, and an 0-for-4 showing in Lake Erie. The 3-0. Fastball, called a strike. Howard thought it was ball 4. Even tells the home plate umpire, David Speranza, that it was upstairs. The 3-1. Fastball, low and away. Second walk of the frame for Jaramillo, third of the day. And that will bring up Zach Huffins. Huffins has an infield single, has reached on a fielder's choice, has grounded out to the pitcher, scored a run, and has a sacrifice fly. 2 gone in the top of the 7th. Schaumburg leads 9-2. Runner on first base. Here is Huffins. The pitch fouls it in and out of the glove of Jones, 0-1. Going back to Howard, though, his 33-game on-base streak is not the longest in Boomers history. Zach Wagle owns the longest streak in team history at 49. The pitch. Breaking ball is low and away, 1-1. Meanwhile, Braxton Davidson posted a 47-game streak last year. Streak was the longest in the league in the 2022 campaign. The 1-1 from Jaramillo. Breaking ball lifted, deep left field. Racing back to the wall is Merced. He lets up, and this one is gone. A 2-run blast for Huffins. 4th home run of the day for Schaumburg hitting. They're now on top, 11-2. A 3 RBI night for Huffins. He only came in with 2 ribbies before this evening. Jaramillo has now allowed 4 runs to cross the plate, 3 of them earned. Still 2 gone in the top of the 7th. Here is Brett Milazzo. He also homered back in the first as a 2-run jack. The pitch, fastball is high and away, 1-0. We'll see how long the leash is for Jaramillo. I'm sure Pete Incaviglia, the 30-year skipper, will love to see him get through this frame. The pitch, fastball is outside, 2-0. Jaramillo will be throwing his 60th pitch. He deals. Fastball is high, 3-0. He was right around that mark his last time out. So Incaviglia probably won't stretch him too much further. The pitch. Off speed and for a strike, 3-1. Milazzo also has an RBI double. The pitch. Powered the other way, foul. Then it will head out of the stadium. It's a full count. See if Jaramillo can have a bounce back at bat. Twilight in full effect here at the Joe. The pitch. Fastball laced to left field. Merced backpedals, now comes in, hauls it in for out number 3. For the Boomers in the top of the 7th, a pair of home runs, a 2-run blast from Zach Huffins, a solo shot from Quinton Selma, a 3-run 7th inning. They're on top 11-2 over Tri-City. And you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder through 6.5 innings of play. 8-9-1 due up for Tri-City in the bottom of the 7th inning. The ValleyCats currently trail 11-2 against the Schaumburg Boomers. Christian Lopez toes the rubber for the second straight frame. Kel Jones is leading off. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Lopez toe taps and delivers. Fastball is low and in, 1-0. Lopez has some very unique cleats. It is bright orange. You don't see that everywhere. Probably the first thing I notice about him. The pitch. Fastball called a strike at the knees, 1-1. Jones has walked and struck out today. Trying to extend his hit streak to 3 games. Lopez comes set, takes a deep breath. The pitch. Hit up the middle, and that one will drop for a knock. Jones with a leadoff hit. ValleyCats' 5th hit of the ball, given the first since the leadoff double from Robbie Burstead in the 4th. Jones has now had a hit in each of his first 3 professional games, and that will bring up Ian Walters. ValleyCats have come back from big deficits before. Scored 17 unanswered runs in their 24-12 win against the Grizzlies on June 11th in Sauget, Illinois. Pitch to lefty bat. Fastball called a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Walters trying to keep his hit streak alive as well. Is currently sitting at 4 games. He has reached on an error from Alec Craig and has flown out to right. The pitch. Fastball hit softly over towards the pitcher, right side of the mound. Will be called a foul ball. Walters hits it off his foot. 0-2 the count. ValleyCats trail 11-2 with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Jones is at first base. Walters has gotten the bulk of the playing time since coming over in a trade with the Washington Wild Things back on June 15th. The pitch. Bouncing ball foul. It rolls to the Schaumburg dugout. Still 0-2. Pretty good retention from the fans, despite the lopsided game. Staring in is Lopez. And here comes the pitch. Drilled down the right field line. It will go foul into the Pickett Pavilion. Still 0-2. Good fight from Walters. Well, you love to see that. Even the ValleyCats down by 9 still putting up some good at-bats, and that has not been the problem today. They just have not had a lot of base runners. The pitch. Fastball strike, 3 called at the top of the zone. Walters is surprised, and so am I. According to Yakertek, it was about a ball and a half up and away from the zone. For Lopez as his first strikeout, 6 from Boomers pitching. Turns around to Cito Culver, who gets turned around as well to the left side. He is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a flyout. Open stance at the plate. The pitch. Off speed, misses low and away. 1-0, 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th. Boomers ahead, 11-2. Jones at first base. Lopez. Toe taps a couple of times. He delivers. Fastball misses low. 2-0. Have to wonder how long Lopez will go today. This will probably be his final frame. Wouldn't be surprised if Boomers turn it over to another reliever and he goes 2 frames to try to finish out the game. The pitch. Wave and a miss at a good changeup. 2-1 the count. For Lopez. He went to the same college as a couple of other Boomers The pitch. Breaking ball lifted the other way. It's going to be a long run for the third baseman Prater on the track, and the ball is in and out of his glove. Had to reach over his shoulder. Count is now 2-2. Lopez played with former Boomers Mitch Scholwitz, Matt Botcher, Tanner Shears, all at the University of Illinois, Chicago. Once again, a 2-2 count to Culver. The pitch. Bouncing ball over to the pitcher Lopez. He boots the ball, and it'll be picked up by the third baseman Prater. He has no play. Should be scored a base hit. And it's actually going to be an error on Lopez. Third error of the night for the Boomers. Jones advances to second base, and maybe the ValleyCats are cooking with oil here. Last time they had 2 base runners in the inning. It came in the third. Jacob Goldfarb is the batter. He bats from the left side. He has scored a run, stolen a base, struck you out, and flew out, or rather popped out to third and fouled ground. The pitch, half swing. The appeal to the third base umpire. Jason Klump says he did not go around, rather 1-0. One gone in bottom of the 7th. ValleyCats are behind 11-2. Big lead for Culver at second base, or rather Jones at second base. The pitch, half swing. Another appeal. Once again, Klump says that Goldfarb does not go around. Goldfarb, as mentioned before, he is the Marcella's Hot Zone Player of the Day. And he will be receiving that accolade for the rest of the week. Having a terrific homestand. The pitch, fastball is low and in. Count now 3-0. Goldfarb keeps his bat rested on his left shoulder before going to a vertical position. The pitch, fastball is low for ball 4. First walk issued by Lopez, and the ValleyCats have the bases loaded with just 1 out. Probably their best scoring opportunity since the 4th, when Robbie Merced led off with a double. So Jones heads to third, and Culver heads to second. Now bring him Jackson Hallmark as a single, a stolen base, caught stealing, a walk, and a fly out to right. Quick mound visit as Grant Parks heads to the mound. Hallmark had a 3-for-5 day yesterday. A very productive hitter for the ValleyCats. Lopez only pitches from the stretch. He delivers. Fastball is low, 1-0. Grant Parks tried to frame it, did not get the call. Nearly missed a strike zone according to Yacker Tech. Hallmark waves his silver bat around. The pitch. Fastball line, and it knuckles into the glove of Craig. On to second, it's wide. So just 1 out recorded on the play. And there are 2 gone. Culver is lucky he was not doubled off. That'll bring Aaron Altair. ValleyCats are falling behind 11-2 in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. Just 1 grand slam this season. It also came in June 11th in Gateway off the bat of Pat Adams. Altair does have a home run tonight. Goes yard here. It'll be his first multi-homer game of the season. The pitch. Fastball is low, 1-0. ValleyCats have had several players with multi-homer games, and Carson McCusker, Cito Culver, McCusker, and Hare have all had multi-homer games in 2 different games. The pitch, wave and a miss, had a changeup, 1-1. Goldfarb had a multi-homer game on June 23rd. Jackson Hallmark also went yard twice on June 4th against Empire State. Here comes the pitch. Fastball is low, 2-1. Of course, Lopez has to be careful here. Wants to throw competitive pitches, but also cannot walk Altair. Although such a big lead, they can try to pitch off the corners. The 2-1. Fastball right down the pipe. It's 2-2. Lopez playing the same conference as Aaron Ernst. It's college ball at Wright State University. Fans getting into it. On hold from Lopez, the 2-2. Bouncing ball foul. Taylor stays alive. Nobody warming up in the ValleyCats bullpen, so good to see the longest outing from Jaramillo this year. It's only his second outing, of course, but last time out he went 3 innings. This time out he's already gone 2 2/3. ValleyCats fans want to see some runs. The pitch. Hit and past the diving reach of Will Prater into left field. 1 run scores. The throw is cut off and now will go to the plate. Scoring is Culver. A 2-run single for Altair. He has a 3 RBI night. The ValleyCats cut the deficit. It's 11-4. Altair with RBIs 31 and 32. Heading over to second is Goldfarb, and there is still 2 away. Zach Bierman now the batter. He's 1 for 3, a single, a ground out to second, and a pop out to short. Bounce from the left side. The pitch. Fastball is away, 1-0. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. The ValleyCats showing some late life. Lopez comes set. The pitch. That one is cued foul towards the ValleyCats dugout. 1-1. See someone warming up in the Boomers bullpen. Boomers scored 3 in the top of the frame. ValleyCats at the very least trying to match that mark. The pitch. Lace foul back to the net, 1-2. Lopez originally began his collegiate career at Cypress Community College. Originally began as a hitter, but switched to a pitcher after the lack of playing opportunities, then finished out his collegiate tenure at the University of Illinois, Chicago. He looks back at second. Lopez deals. Bouncing ball. Just goes foul of the hitting circle. Still 1-2. Lopez was in the Horizon League. He won Pitcher of the Week honors back on April 6th in 2021. The pitch, a wave and a miss from Bierman. Chased the high heater. He's down on strikes. For the ValleyCats, though, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Tri-City trails the Schaumburg Boomers 11-4 through 7 innings of play. And you were listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Gabriel Jaramillo returns for his 4th inning of work. He faces off against the lefty bat in Chase Dawson. Here comes the pitch. Fastball is upstairs, 1-0. ValleyCats are behind 11-4 in the top of the 8th to the Schaumburg Boomers. The pitch popped up right side of the infield. Coming in is Culver. He'll give way to Zach Bierman, who squeezes it for out number 1. Adam Cohen bringing you this game live from Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in Troy, New York. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Blake Berry, the batter. Lots of alliteration there. Sitting from the left side. The pitch. Bouncing ball over towards Culver. He bats up, tough bounce. He slings it to first, 2 away. That just goes to show you the defensive prowess of Culver. Came in, had to stop his feet, able to still recover and get the out. Longest outing for Jaramillo as a ValleyCat. He went 3 innings his last time out, and this time it's 3 1/3 innings thus far. 2 gone at the top of the 8th. Schaumburg ahead, 11-4. Nobody on base. Here is Blake Grant Parks. It's a pair of doubles. RBI today. The pitch. Fastball is in, 1-0. He's also struck out, scored a run, and lined out to right field. The pitch. Fastball is high, 2-0. If Jaramillo has 1 more inning left in him, could finish out the game, although we do see a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. The pitch. Fastball is inside, 3-0. We have seen someone warming up before, and this could even be the last batter for Jaramillo. The pitch. Fastball is inside. That was pitch number 70. And Jaramillo walks his 3rd batter. 5th by ValleyCats pitching. This is Quinton Selma up in the batter's box. 2 gone in the top of the 8th. ValleyCats trail 11-4. Selma had a home run back in the 7th. He is 1 for 4 on the day. Pitch to lefty bat. Fastball is high, 1-0. 5 straight misses for Jaramillo. He dangles his right arm down. Looks over at first. The pitch. Fastball is outside. Have to wonder how much he has left in the tank. Probably the shakiest his command has been all night long. The pitch. Fastball is away. 7th straight miss. One more bad one here, then might cause a relief and pitching change. Pitch. Called a strike on the lower outside edge. 3-1. Jaramillo trying to battle back. He has done that before in this ball game. The pitch. Fastball is just a tad bit upstairs. Ball 4. Back-to-back free passes. Grant Parks heads to second. Take another look at the scores around the league. As Alan Craig, another left-handed bat, comes up to the plate. 2 gone the top of the 8th. Boomers lead 11-4. Craig, his pair of walks today. The pitch, breaking ball is upstairs, 1-0. Craig has also singled and scored 2 runs. Geary's ahead 4-3 in New Jersey as the skipper Pete Incaviglia goes out to the rubber. Sussex County fell 7-1 in Ottawa. Washington in New York. That game is in the bottom of the 1st. It is scoreless. Empire State down 8-7 in the bottom of the 5th. And that will be all for Gabriel Jaramillo. So Incaviglia will take him out in the middle of the at-bat. There is 2 outs in the top of the 8th, runners on first and second. Grant Parks off second, Selma off first. We'll be back to the new pitcher. The Boomers are ahead of Tri-City 11-4. And you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. New pitcher for the ValleyCats is Aaron Ernst. He comes in with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Tri-City is down 11-4 to the Schaumburg Boomers. Blake Graham Parks is off second. Quinton Shelma is off first. Alec Craig is the batter. He's ahead with a 1-0 count. Pitch, fastball in for a strike, 1-1. Ernst, a native of Carmel, Indiana. He is 24 years old. Right-handed pitcher. In the stretch, close stance on the mound. The pitch. Fastball is high, 2-1. Ernst stands in at 6'3", 200 pounds. The pitch. Fastball ripped the other way. Foul, 2-2. Ernst making his 13th appearance of the season. He has an 0-1 record and 16 1/3 innings of work. Has a 9.92 ERA. A good outing last night. Faced the minimum. Issued 1 walk in a scoreless frame. The pitch. Fastball strike. 3 called on a lower outside edge. So Ernst does a nice job coming in for Jaramillo. And in the inning for the Boomers, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base through 7.5 innings of play. Schaumburg leads Tri-City 11-4. And you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Your Tri-City ValleyCats are in the bottom of the 8th, and they are facing the third pitcher for the Schaumburg Boomers and Dylan Stutzman. Tri-City trails 11-9. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Right-hander Dylan Stutzman facing off against the lefty bat in Paven Parks. The pitch, fastball, cued over towards third. Plenty of time for Prater, and there's one away. Parks now 0 for 4 today. Christian Lopez, the second pitcher of the game, he went 2 innings, allowed 2 unearned runs on 2 hits, walking 1, and striking out 2. Here is Robbie Merced, had a double back in the 4th. The pitch, fastball right down the pipe, 0-1. Stutzman making his 15th appearance. The pitch, slider misses low and away, 1-0. 15 innings of work. He has a 1.20 ERA. The pitch, breaking ball half swing from Merced. He does go around, says the home plate umpire David Speranza. 1-2. The pitch, fastball is high. 2-2 the count. Stutzman, he stands in at 5'11", 195 pounds. The pitch, wave and a miss, a nasty breaking ball. Merced is down on strikes. First punch out for Stutzman. And that's the 8th from Schaumburg pitching. I'll bring up Cale Jones. He is 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a strikeout as the bottom of the 8th. ValleyCats are down 11-4, nobody on base. The pitch, fastball is high and away, 1-0. Stutzman is from Bloomington, Indiana. Played with Schaumburg last year. The pitch, fastball is high and in. Misses inside, 2-0. Stutzman stands on the first base side of the rubber. Hides his face with his black glove. The pitch, fastball is upstairs, 3-0. Stutzman winds and deals right down the pipe for strike 1. Stutzman made his first appearance for the Boomers back on September 1st of 2019 at Windy City. Stares in intently. The 3-1. Fastball is just off the plate, and Jones works his way on for the 3rd time. 5th walk of the day from Boomers pitching. And that will bring up Ian Walters. Walters is over 3, an error. He reached on an error from the shortstop, Alec Craig. His flown out to right and a struck out looking. 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. ValleyCats trail 11-4. Walters batting from the left side. The pitch, fastball called a strike, 0-1. Stutzman recorded his first professional save on May 26th against New York. Even if he finishes out the game, it's a non-save situation. He saved the team's first ever no-hitter with a strikeout, though, as that one is looped into right field. It's a base hit for Walters. Jones will stop at second. ValleyCats showing some life for the 2nd straight frame. Walters sends his hit streak to 5 games, and the lineup turns around to Cito Culver. Culver is 0 for 4, a pair of strikeouts, a flyout. He reached on an error from the pitcher and Christian Lopez, and has scored a run. Switch hitter bats from the left side. Fans starting up a cheer for him. The pitch, fastball is in, 1-0. Adam Cohen bringing you this game live from Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in Troy, New York. Culver has a black bat with an orange handle. The pitch. Off speed, misses low, 2-0. Stutzman, he played his college ball at the University of Indianapolis, a Division II school. He comes set at the belt and delivers. Fastball as well, 3-0. Used to pitching in the late innings. He is tied for 8th in Division II history with 32 career saves, the most in program history. He's a two-time first team, all Great Lakes Valley Conference East Division choice. The pitch, fastball is high, a 4-pitch walk to Culver. Second walk in the frame for Stutzman. ValleyCats have the bases loaded for the second straight frame. Now we'll bring up Jacob Goldfarb. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of walks, a run scored, a stolen base, a strikeout, and a pop out to third and foul ground. Culver off first, Walters off second, Jones off third, 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. ValleyCats are trailing 11-4. Goldfarb another lefty bat, and he drills one deep into the night, left center field at the track, and unable to get there is Milazzo. 2-run score. Here comes Culver. It's a bases clearing double for Jacob Goldfarb, and just like that, the ValleyCats are back in the game. They trail 11-7. Nice fist pump at second base for Goldfarb. ValleyCats cashing in against these relievers. We have to imagine that once Schlottman got out of the game, the ValleyCats were going to take some action. As here comes the manager and Jamie Bennett. To see a right-hander warming up in the Schaumburg bullpen. Bennett talking to Stutzman. And he'll keep him in the game. I'll bring up Jackson Hallmark with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. ValleyCats trail 11-7. Goldfarb with his 9th double of the season. He now has 25 RBIs. There's a reason why he is the Hot Zone Player of the Week. Hallmark, he is 1 for 3. Stolen base, a caught stealing, a single, a walk, a fly out to right, and a line out to short. The pitch, he waves and misses, 0-1. Stutzman, since 3rd season as a professional, all of the Boomers, initially signed on May 22nd of 2018. The pitch, fastball is low, 1-1. Had a great start to the year, did not allow a run in his first 6 outings, covering the first 8 innings of the 2023 campaign. The pitch, that one is upstairs, 2-1. Over 2.5 hours into this one, it's another long game. Yesterday's contest went 3 hours and 27 minutes. Slow clap and shoes from the fans. Pitch, fastball is blown away, 3-1. Stutzman does issue a walk. It could be the end of the line for him. Hallmark does have some 5 homers this season. He's in a great hitter's count. The pitch, fastball, called a strike in the bottom of the zone. Some of the loudest grunts from the fans all night long. Hallmark didn't think so either. It's a full count. Most of the angry comments coming from behind the plate. Now a louder clap ensues. A payoff pitch. Lifted foul, first base side. Goes onto the concourse. We'll do it again. No one warming up in the ValleyCats bullpen, so it's probably Eric Ernst for the top of the 9th. Stutzman taking his time, getting ready. He's bent over at the waist, Black glove resting on his left leg. The pitch. Shot the other way, but foul. Right past the first base coach today, it's Brack Warren. It's on a rotating basis each night. Beautiful yet chilly evening for a baseball game. Fans want to see a big comeback. The pitch. Fisted the other way, foul. A great battle from Hallmark. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Home plate umpire David Speranza gets a few more baseballs from the ball boy. Hallmark trying to have his second straight multi-hit game with the pitch. He waves and misses at a breaking ball. It's dropped by the catcher, and Grant Parks to throw to first. It's a strike, and that will do it in the 8th. For the ValleyCats, 3 runs, all thanks to a bases clearing double from Jacob Goldfarb. ValleyCats picked up 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Through 8 innings of play, Schaumburg is ahead of Tri-City 11-7, and you are listening to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Aaron Ernst back to work in his second frame. We're in the top of the 9th. Your Tri-City ValleyCats have scored 6 unanswered runs in the last 2 frames, but are down 11-7 to the Schaumburg Boomers. Here is the lefty bat, Alec Craig. He shoots one in the dark night sky. 3 converge. It will be Paven Parks, who makes a 2-hand catch for out number 1. Excuse me, the last batter was Will Prater. And the lineup turns around to Gage Howard. Howard has walked twice, singled, scored 3 runs, is also homered. Welcome back to the ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder. Pitch to lefty bat. It's called a strike in the lower outside edge, 0-1. Adam Cohen bringing you this game live from Joseph L. Bruno Stadium in Troy, New York. Ernst got the last out in the 8th. The pitch, laced the other way. That one will be a fair ball down the left field line. It will be extra bases for Howard, and now he is a triple shy of the cycle. Howard has now reached base 5 times today. Still 1 away in the top of the 9th. Schaumburg leads 11-7. I'll bring up Zach Huffins. It's a 2-run tater, scored 2 runs, 3 RBIs overall, has reached on a fielder's choice and has ground out back to the pitcher. The pitch, fastball is low, 1-0. Ernst stands on the first base side of the rubber, has a closed stance. The pitch, fastball is low, 2-0. Ernst has a fastball, slider, changeup, and curveball. He's gone multiple frames a couple of times this season. The pitch tap over towards third. It's a fair ball. Walters runs as an umpire, and we'll see how that is scored. Obviously, the umpire is in the field of play, so it's no interference. Although Jason Klum does apologize to Walters. We'll see how it is scored. Walters already has an error tonight, and it is a base hit. 15 knocks on the game for the Boomers. Heading over to third is Howard, who is running on the play. Runners on the corners, one out in the top of the ninth. Boomers lead 11-7. Here is Brett Milazzo, the pitch. Fastball ripped the other way, foul. Goes into the sweets, 0-1. Ernst dangles his right arm down. He comes set. Big lead at first. The pitch. Off speed, misses low. 1-1. Ernst had Tommy John surgery in the 2022 season. Came back and made his debut this year for the ValleyCats, his pro debut. The pitch, that one is shot the other way. It goes 6 rows deep into the left field stands, 1-2. Last pitch before this year in 2021. The pitch, fastball is upstairs. The throw down towards second base is a bit high. In there of a stolen bag is Huffins, his first of the season. The Boomers were not aggressive for a while, but now that their lead is trimmed to 4, they are being more aggressive. ValleyCats playing in, only Cito Culver at second base, playing halfway back. Everyone is on the dirt, though. The pitch hit weakly over towards left field, and no one's able to get there. One run will score. The ball is bobbled by Merced. He will underhand it to Parks. Waiting diligently at third is Huffins, but he will stay there. So it's an RBI not for Milazzo, his 4th ribby of the night. And for Schaumburg, they extend their lead to 12-7. Milazzo stays put at first base with a single. Runners on the corners once again. One out in the top of the ninth. Here's Chase Dawson. Another lefty bat. The pitch. Fastball stroked the other way. Foul, 0-1. Dawson has singled, stolen a base, walked, scored a run, has grounded to second twice, and popped out to first. Overall, he is 1 for 4 today. Ernst fires. Fastball hit over towards Culver on 2 bounces. He shuffle passes it to Parks on to first in time. Another 4-6-3 double play. In the inning, though, for the Boomers, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Last splits for the ValleyCats as we head to the home half of the ninth. They trail 12-7 against Schaumburg. And you are listening to ValleyCats Baseball Network, driven by TransFinder.